Whoopi Goldberg storms off set after clashing with Karoline Leavitt, but Leavitt's response left everyone stunned. One of America's most watched talk shows, The View, witnessed a historic moment yesterday. The show's seasoned host and Hollywood legend, Whoopi Goldberg, got into a heated argument with rising Republican star Karoline Leavitt. The tension escalated to such a point that Goldberg walked off the set mid-show. Hear what went down in the studio. The spark of the debate, a changing America. Karoline Leavitt, a guest on the latest episode of The View, was discussing the current state of American politics and the younger generation's interest in the Republican Party. But the conversation quickly turned fiery. Whoopi Goldberg interrupted Leavitt, saying, "Your generation has no idea where this country has come from. Young politicians, like you think you can shape the future by forgetting the past, but you're disconnected from reality." Leavitt turned to Whoopi, narrowed her eyes, and fired back. "Whoopi, did your generation solve all of America's problems that you now feel qualified to lecture us?" The studio fell silent for a moment. The audience sensed a major showdown was brewing, but this was only the beginning. Whoopi loses her cool. Whoopi Goldberg was visibly angered by Leavitt's response. She took it further, saying, "America is still standing because of our generation. We fought through wars and discrimination. You think tweeting and arguing on social media is solving anything?" Leavitt didn't back down and retorted, "Did your generation leave us a better country? Today, the borders are open, the economy is collapsing, and our values are under threat. And we're here to fix it." Her words left the studio audience in shock. Whoopi's face hardened as she set her water glass down on the table, and the room fell into a tense silence. But Whoopi wasn't done. Whoopi Goldberg walks off live. Unable to handle Leavitt's remarks any longer, Whoopi Goldberg stood up and started walking toward the exit. As she removed her microphone, she turned around and said sharply, "This debate doesn't interest me. If you don't want to hear the truth, there's no point in me being here." The studio was filled with shock and tension. The other hosts tried to calm her down, but she had already made her way backstage. The cameras captured the moment, and the hashtag Whoopi Walks Out instantly trended on Twitter. Leavitt's final words made headlines. As Whoopi Goldberg walked off, Karoline Leavitt smiled and turned to the audience, saying, "The truth can be uncomfortable sometimes, but we're here to keep talking about America's future." Her statement was met with applause from the audience. While the other hosts tried to regain control of the show, social media exploded. Social media erupts. Whoopi Goldberg walking off set became one of the most talked about moments on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Here are some reactions. "Whoopi couldn't handle the heat. Leavitt shut her down." "The truth can be hard to hear, but walking away isn't the answer." "A historic moment. We'll remember this scene for years." However, Whoopi's fans also came to her defense. Whoopi didn't have to entertain nonsense arguments. Leavitt's rhetoric was misleading and wrong. Whoopi was right. What do you think? Was Whoopi Goldberg in the right, or was it Karoline Leavitt? What caused the debate to blow up like this? Who do you think won? Share your thoughts.